The Northwest University has adopted a research-driven entity model. It is the policy of the NWU that research be executed in identified research entities, which promote innovative research and innovation for the economic development of the world. In line with the institutional model, the Faculty of Education follows an entity-based research model. This is linked to the mission of the NWU, which aims to produce high-quality, relevant and focused research, basic as well as applied, supplying innovative solutions to challenges faced by the scholarly community, the country, the continent, and the world. In all our entities, team members are recruited from all of our 3 campuses. We have 4 research entities: Research Unit for Human Rights Education in Diversity, Research Focus Area for Self-Directed Learning, Research Niche Area for Education Leadership, also known as EduLead, and the newly established Research Niche Area, Community-Based Education Research, also known as COMBA. Within the Faculty of Education, we have a single unit entitled Research Unit for Human Rights Education in Diversity. The research director for this research unit is Prof. J.P. Rousseau.
For us, it is important that the human rights of learners, teachers, and other stakeholders in education are upheld and acknowledged. Therefore, we engage in research in various ways to make sure that all these matters are properly addressed. We especially want to ensure that people understand the values of the Constitution, such as dignity, equality, freedom. Those founding values are so important amongst all the other values as contained in the Bill of Rights in South Africa. We have an international network and a national network of scholars that become engaged in different projects within the Education and Human Rights Diversity Unit. And we make sure in this way that we are exposed to new trends on international and national level. Social justice matters that we really want to include in our education, and we do, are those related to gender, also spiritual capital, religion, as well as other forms where possible discrimination can take place.
Within the Faculty of Education, we have a single research focus entitled Self-Directed Learning. The research director for this research focus is Prof. Elsa Metz.
In a rapidly changing 21st century, we need students who take responsibility and manage their own learning for life. The research focus area, Self-Directed Learning, focuses on advanced scholarship and strategies to enhance self-directed learning. The research conducted in the 7 sub-areas: blended learning, cooperative learning, cognition and metacognition, assessment, problem-based learning, indigenous knowledge, and contextualized learning all contribute to the scholarship of self-directed learning. The research of postgraduate students, as well as all research projects, contributed to a better understanding of the principles underpinning the self-directed learning, which impacts teaching and learning in all spheres. Within self-directed learning, we have created a supportive community of practice to support researchers and postgraduate students.
The research director for the Education Leadership, or EduLead, niche area is Prof. Jan Heistik.
EduLead is about the management and governance and leadership in schools. And we are specifically looking at the leadership and what role they are playing to make sure that schools who are underperforming are able to improve their situation, and specifically in deprived context. We have specific projects which focus on the leadership in these schools, then also about leadership and gender issues, as well as the climate of schools. We are looking at the health of the school climate and then the governance. We determine that leadership is not only the officially appointed people, but it's also the leaders in the classroom, the teachers, who ensure that there's good discipline and that everybody is motivated to do their best to provide quality education.
The newly established research niche area, COMBA, is under the leadership of Prof. Leslie Wood.
You know, if universities want to be making a difference in this world and in the communities they're based in, they have to do research that's relevant to the community based on real life issues, and that's what we do in COMBA. We are a partnership of faculty members, of students, postgraduate and undergraduate through service learning, and community members who work together to identify an issue, educational or social, and decide on the best ways to address this. We each bring our own expertise. The community members bring valuable local knowledge that makes the research more sustainable.
Although research in entities is of paramount importance, some research also occurs outside entities. There is also freedom to do research linked to a specific subject group. Work integrated learning studies, early childhood studies, initial teacher education induction, language and multilingual studies, environmental education for sustainable development, and higher education studies. Environmental education for sustainable development researches the integration of sustainability principles in education and training environments. Environmental education refers to a multidisciplinary approach to teaching about the interrelated environment, sharing new knowledge about how it functions and how humans can manage their behavior to live sustainably. Another colleague doing research outside entities is Dr. Liberty Wove.
I conduct studies on multiliteracies, reading and writing challenges in the secondary school, including critical discourse analysis of literary text for the ways in which we teach and research practices and strategies in second language classrooms.
As a faculty of education, we believe and trust that research must have impact on communities surrounding us.
The Faculty of Education is aware of its social responsibility and is dedicated to sharing experience, knowledge and skills with communities inside and outside the university. With regard to research, we generate knowledge within communities and we also collaborate with communities. In this instance, the community identifies the needs which need to be researched. They are also involved in the gathering of the information. They help the researchers to get to valid and reliable results, and the results are filtered back to the community. In this way, community-engaged research could serve a mutual purpose. On the one hand, the results which is filtered through to the community could help them with their well-being and enablement. On the other hand, it could bring insight to academics about communities. The academics also have the opportunity to disseminate research in the form of academic articles.
The Faculty of Education is committed to engage in rigorous research. In doing so, researchers utilize complex models, cutting-edge data analysis, and sophisticated research lenses, such as cultural historical activity theory, also referred to as CHAT. We foresee many niche areas being born and developed, and possibly some of our entities becoming research centers of excellence. This would enable us to have an even better international profile and impact through cutting-edge research, thereby benefiting society through knowledge.
This self-directed learning project gave me the opportunity to learn more about adulthood, the connections and similarities between different cultures, as well as how to be a leader by observing my project leaders. I became a stronger person and I learned to love other people because of their cultures. By studying at the Northwest University and especially doing your master's degree, they will give you the opportunity to learn more about the world.
I completed my master's degree in 2017. The focus of my master's degree was on problem-based learning and Indigenous knowledge, and I had the privilege of working with 2 study leaders who are both experts in each of these fields. We had multiple opportunities to attend research cafes, during which research experts provided us with knowledge on how to complete our research journey.
This journey has been quite intriguing, as everyone would know that research is actually a work on its own, but at this university, through communities of practices, we've learned to be a family, we've learned to be united in research. But the highlight about this institution and research was, for me, being built across the zone of proximal development, whereby my initial experience when I came to this university, it's far different from where I am right now. For me, it has been a very important journey to grow as an emerging researcher.
Whether you want to further your research by joining an existing research entity or to pursue your research outside of an entity, the Northwest University's Faculty of Education would be proud to have you join the Postgraduate Research Program under the highest level of research supervision this field has to offer.